What's going on, family? You back in the lab with Abrew Yashar'el, man. We got a great one today. This one right here, the story come out of Georgia, man, in the Atlanta metro area, man. This son killed his stepfather, man. Very disturbing. But it's got to be a little bit more to the story than they're releasing. I know this is still under investigation, but this is a sad and heartfelt story. When I saw it on the news, man, I just want to give my commentary and talk about it, man. But first of all, my heart go out to the family, man, because nobody win in this particular situation.
Accused of killing her husband. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here for Fox 5 News at 5. I'm Tom Haynes.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Newton County deputies say 41-year-old David Gay was shot and killed by his stepson in the family home last evening. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor just talked with the wife of the victim, who is also the mother of the suspect. A lot to take in for this woman. Angelique.
Good afternoon to you both. This Newton County mother is an emotional wreck. She clearly says she loves her husband, who was killed just last night, but tonight her plea is to her son, who is accused of murder and on the run. She says she wants him to turn himself in. Now, we just talked with her minutes ago. Take a listen.
Please turn yourself in. This is the ultimate breaking for me, and I said I couldn't lose another child, and I lost my husband, and now I really can't lose another child. David loved you. He loved me. He loved Kennedy, and he loved his family. He loved like you guys were his own. So if you see this, or if anybody sees this who has any information or who can contact Jaden, please let him know that I love him.
Now, Newton County deputies confirm both Gay and Daniel lived in the same house together on Avery Drive in Covington. Deputies say Daniel opened fire on his stepfather last night, then fled the scene in his stepfather's Cadillac Escalade. Now, they found that Escalade at a nearby park, Denny Dobbs Park, but Daniel was nowhere to be found. Now, his mom says after losing one son last year to murder and gun violence, and that was Kendarius Spear, and a husband just last night to gun violence, David Gay, she says she does not want to lose another family member. Now, Mrs. Gay says she was not at home and she does not know what happened. We will have much more of her interview tonight at 6. Reporting live in Newton County, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Wow, I can only imagine what this all must feel like for this mother. Angelique, thanks.
Man, that has to be terrible. My heart goes out to this family. My heart goes out because there's no winners in this particular situation. I'm looking at it from a standpoint of this woman lost, I guess, another son last year. And now she's just lost her husband this year. And who she lost her husband to was her son, which was their step. Man, this is truly sad. Unfortunately, it got to be some repentance, bro. Something, man. It's a generational curse or something, bro. It's a lot of tragedy has struck that woman. She lost her son last year, her husband, and now she about to lose another son because he probably gonna get life in prison if the police don't do nothing to harm him, or he do something to harm himself. Now, I know these YNs, man, and I don't want to call my man a YN because I don't know the kid. He's 16 years old. And I know a lot of these youngsters, I want to say youngsters, don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to listen to their elders, especially when you're dealing with a step-parent. That step-parent has to establish, and he probably did. I don't know how old Mr. Gay was when he came into the woman's life, his wife life, with her 3 kids. Sounded like she had 3 kids prior to meeting and marrying David, that's his name, David. Like I said, I don't know none of them, but something was brewing in that home, man, to cause that young man to shoot that father. And I don't know if it was something brewing between them two or something brewing, something a dark force brewing in that young man between his ears and his heart, bro. I know a lot of these young guys out here watching and listening to these music videos and watching these televisions and playing these violent video games, man. And I don't think some of them can truly separate that video game killing from what's real, bro. Because now what that young man has done at 16 years old has threw his life away, and he created a void in his mother heart that she would never get back. You talking about went from a year ago, from a family of 5 to now a family of 2. You talking about 2 males gone, and now a third one finna be probably gone. And it's just a daughter and a mother left, man. That's a lot of tragedy for one person to take, bro. I can't even imagine. I'm just gonna I'm gonna send my sympathy to her, bro, because you would see in her face when the news was interviewing her, the pain in her eyes. Now, what's going on? I know a lot of these YNs, man, and like I said, I'm not calling my man a YN because I don't know that young guy. But I know a lot of these young men out here that you can't tell these boys nothing, bro. You can't even, and they consider me an OG at this stage in my life. But you think if I see a group of these young men walking down the street, I'm probably gonna get over on the other side of the street, cross the street. I don't want no interaction, bro, because I don't want to have to. I'm not worrying about. Let me put it like this: I don't want smoke because I'm always protect me and mine from anything and anybody. So I try to avoid it if I see a group of these young men coming down, especially they wilding, they ain't trying to get to one side, they ain't trying to respect their elders. And a lot of these got the crazy hair and they tatted up and they got the headphones on, they bobbing, and I try to avoid that. But let me tell you one thing I did do. I misjudged the young man, and I think I might have told this story on one of my other shows. I was in a hamburger spot, Five Guys, and young man came in, tatted up, his hair all wild, man, looking a little dusty, you know what I mean, like mangy, but and I immediately went into a protective stance from this young man to where I won't turn my back to him. And I think he felt the energy I probably was throwing off because I put myself in the corner like I've been trained to do. But I sat there, ate my food. He ate his food, and he got up, man. He was so mannerable. He just like first of all, he sat and prayed over his food. Then when he got ready to leave, he said, "You have a great day, sir." And I felt so bad because I misjudged this guy. He was respectful and mannerable, but his outer appearance put me in a defensive mode. And I said, if I ever see that guy again, I'm going to apologize to him because that wasn't right. But going back to this story here, man, this is heartbreaking. And where are these 16-year-olds, not only just 16-year-old teenagers, getting these guns from, man? They get these guns just, you know what I mean? And a lot of times the parents don't even know that they got these guns. And that's why I say they out here playing GTA and all these other things like you know, I can just shoot somebody and they'll be back. They're going to be fine. But now when that round leave that gun, it ain't coming back. And that round don't have nobody's name on it. You don't know what or who it's going to hit. I told a story where I made a rookie mistake. And I've been handling guns my whole life, but I made a rookie mistake, and I'm thankful it didn't shoot myself or shoot nobody I love. You know, I was in the woods, but hey, it was a rookie mistake and a round went off. And and this was years ago, so I know ain't nobody get hit. But But these guys here, man, they carrying a chip on their shoulder. And that young man probably still hurt from his brother getting killed last year. And that's for us black folk, the Negro people. We don't believe, a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us don't believe in sitting down, going to therapy, talking to somebody, getting that mess out of our system. We don't believe in purging it out with tears or you might have to get in the car. I done been in my truck and going through so much pressure, man, just yelling and screaming and, you know what I mean, just trying to release whatever's going on with me. And a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us hold on to that stuff and it builds up and builds up and builds up and you just explode. I don't know what happened in that household. Like I said, the wife said she wasn't there at the time when her son killed her husband. But the whole thing is tragic, man. The whole thing, I wish it could have been avoided, but the Bible speaks of these things. Sons against fathers, father against sons, mother against daughters. Man, families going to be fighting. Matthew 10 and 36. He says sometimes your enemy is in your own household. So with that said, man, my heart go out to that family. I hope the young man do the right thing and turn himself in. I hope he don't cause any more harm. Unfortunately, he probably has thrown his life away with felony murder, a felony aggravated murder that they say they was charging him with when you catch him. But if you do the crime, you have to be prepared to do the time, and that got to be so heartbreaking for a mother to lose her husband, who she's supposed to cleave to and submit to and respect and honor and all those things, y'all know it, and lose her husband to her son. With that said, man, I'm Abrew Yashar'el. Until next time, y'all be good.